So Citi All-Stars, that's their starting lineup. Lewis, Boamorte, much of the game goes through them. And they will be playing Discovery Bay, who are the champions of the local Veterans League in the 11th side. Daniel Cortez, someone to look out for them, former player of the tournament. As we go into the second semi-final of the Masters Cup competition. Citi coming out in the all dark blue strip, playing against Discovery Bay in the light blue strip.
Discovery Bay, surprise winners, some would think, against Wallsend Boys Club yesterday, 3-0. And that was the springboard to get them into this semi-final. They've got a couple of interesting players. Daniel Cortez, of course, former winner with USRC here. Very, very dangerous in front of goal. Good pace, good goalkeeper for Discovery Bay as well, from South China. A fascinating game ahead. Jamie Curtin for Citi, of course, scored all those goals last year. Still got a lot of pace. Looking forward to this game. Citi will be the favourites, but Discovery Bay will certainly give them a good game.
Discovery Bay are very, very competitive. They have a number of Brazilians in their team who are former professionals. Certainly make a difference. That man on the ball there, Poon, also himself a former professional here in Hong Kong. Played over 60 times for the Hong Kong national team. Compton, back to Poon. Chuk, and that's a good ball from him. Cortez, ball just pops up. Marvin Andrews in the way. Knight couldn't keep that in, but Citi get back possession. Curtin, he has support. But wins the corner. Sheffrey will take it. All the way out to Boamorte. Gets him out well. Boamorte just a little bit slow there. He gives the ball a free kick to Discovery Bay. Rather 50-50.
Boamorte seems to think it should have gone the other way.
He may have a point. Early ball forward. And he's got in front of his man. That was Viana. But Boamorte's on the break. He's got Quirton on one side. He's gone the other way to Dans. He just rolls that past the post. Dans played 4 times for Guyana.
Good counter-attack. Just wide of the post. I think the keeper might have got a hand to that if it had been on target. Good positive start to the game though, Peter.
Oliveira just finding Cortez. No one in the middle for him. Curtin. Second to that ball. Discovery Bay back in possession. Oliveira. It's gone for the return. It's found him. Over the top of Fetis and into the corner. Seems somewhat fortunate, but certainly a very positive start for Discovery Bay.
What a start for Discovery Bay, and they deserve it. Squirm past the goalkeeper, but that's 2 or 3 times they've threatened the goal. 1-0. All to do now for Citi All-Stars.
Bruno Oliveira opens the scoring. City try to counteract that. Paul Crompton, who has been a significant part of the defence for Discovery Bay. Just slowing him down. Free kick given. Just come off the hand. Referee lets it be taken pretty quickly. And that came on to Neil Dan's right foot. He just could not direct that into the corner, just past the post.
Disappointed that he didn't score that. No one marking him. Should have at least warmed the goalkeeper's hands.
Cleared upfield. Morte. That's the throw. Pretty even battle between those two, Morte and Cortez. Essentially the playmakers of each team. Andrews. Goal scorer himself yesterday, despite the fact he spends most of his time at centre-half. There's the overlap from Dans. Oliveira, the goal scorer, getting across, doing some defensive work. City reset. Dance. It's come across. Burton not able to find the net that time, and a yellow card for Marvin Andrews, who only cynically down Cortez. Being helped up by...
Well, he's absolutely clattered him, hasn't he? He knew what he was doing. Cortez was away.
Marvin Andrews knew potentially there was a break on and didn't want to allow that to happen. It's usually the last man, Oliveira. Just down to McKnight. Back. Cortez. Well, winner Cortez with USRC. Ball out from Ho. This is Poon. Shot from him. Flashes across the goal. Alan Fetters looked like he had it covered. Cortez. Mayana. It's the overlap. Cortez won't get that. And City on the break. Jeffrey. The 7 minutes is up. And Discovery Bay go in at the break, 1-0 to the good. And worthy of their lead, I would say.
Worthy of their lead. Fettis has just kept them in it, really. It's a good save just before the end of the half. 2-0 would have been very difficult to come back from, but we've just seen Gary McSheffrey there, just right at the end of the half, show some pace. But we haven't really seen him during the game so far. Maybe if it stretches out second half, I think City are going to have to just turn it up a notch now, try and get back into it.
City are the defending champions, and last year Jamie Curtin was really the difference between the two teams in the final. And in fact, during the whole tournament, Jamie Curtin was scoring in every game he played. But we haven't seen so much from him this time out.
The chances have fallen to Neil Dans, and he hasn't really maximised that as yet.
Certainly defensively, Discovery Bay are extremely well organised. Don't allow breakaways, always have the last man.
Coached, of course, by Tim Bredbury. Played many times in the sevens. Many years ago in the Masters for the Lorenz All-Stars, and been involved a number of teams around Hong Kong as a player and a manager, coach.
As we look to get the second half underway. Discovery Bay protecting a slender 1-goal lead. 7 minutes for Citi All-Stars to do something about that. We're back underway. Early foul given away by Jeffrey. Jeffrey wants to hurry up. Cortez. Rivera. All the way back to Ho Kwok Chun. The Eastern goalkeeper. Highly dealt with by Boa Morte. Dion Burton is on for the All-Stars. Nice reverse pass from him. Boa Morte just showed a little bit too much of that to the defence. Ho clears.
It's going to be a very, very tough second half for Discovery Bay if they keep knocking these long balls out. You would expect Citi would punish one of them. They need to try and keep the ball a little bit more.
But cross for Sean Davis. Second half substitutes, combining. Back to Davis. Early ball in from him, looking for Curtin. Keeper in the way. Poon up the middle. There's one man in support. Ball is good from him. McKnight. Back to number 2, Viana. He can only roll that ball past the goal. Clear shot of goal. 2-0 lead would be possibly too much for Citi to claw back as the clock goes down very quickly in sevens football. Cortez, and indeed it is now 2-0. Very well finished by Cortez into the corner.
Well, it was given away by Alan Fettis in the first place, and that's the last guy you would want to be on the end of it if you're Citi All-Stars. Great finish by Daniel Cortez. Pointing to his shirt there in memory of Robin Armstrong, sadly passed away this year. Heavily involved with Discovery Bay over the years.
Burton keeps possession. Closed down by Crompton. This is going again. This guy who's on as a second half substitute. It's Tidgate. Just keeps that in. But Maritic gives away the corner.
Well, they need a response, Peter, and they need one quickly if they're going to defend their title.
Into the last 4 minutes. Boa Morte. Tripped over, and it is Cortez. He has Crompton coming up in support. And it is Crompton onto his left foot. Tries to beat Fettis at the near post. No dice. Quickly back out. Citi are attacking, and that's onto Quirton's right foot. Just couldn't make the connection. Oh, doesn't pick the ball up. Someone's going to need to go and make him. Quirton does. Cortez bundled over by Boa Morte. Gives away the free kick. Allows Discovery Bay just a few more moments, take their time off. No hurry to take the free kick. Curtin's going to make sure that Ho needs to get this out quickly. He scuffs his clearance. Somewhat fortunate with the bounce. Does give away a corner.
Not not the easiest of balls from Daniel Cortez back to his goalkeeper there. I'm sure he won't thank him for that after the game.
He's dealt with by Oliveira. Cortez can bring it out. City are chasing him down. Compton. They remain. Compton.
Team sheet, please. Play on pros, team sheet.
Poon.
Play on pros, team sheet.
Didn't need to give that away, did he? Didn't need to give that away. They were comfortable on the ball.
Some tired decision making from Poon, gives City the ball back. But unable to get on the end of that. Oliveira to Cortez, he disappears off into the corner. Compton's going across to the middle, but Cortez is happy just to make sure that possession is maintained. Oliveira. Might have been a trip there. Yes, says the referee. A little bit more accidental than deliberate, but the referee's awarded a free kick.
And with 1 minute remaining on the clock, he will make as much of that as he can.
City back in possession. The long ball forward. Curtin controls with his chest. Cannot get the ball out from under his feet though. Discovery Bay come away once more into the last minute. Currently leading 2-0, Discovery Bay. This being their throw in. This looks now a certain qualification for the final. A very accomplished display by Discovery Bay. Some big names in this City team, but Discovery Bay have been equal to everything thrown at them. Morte comes across, tries Burton, takes a couple of touches. Morte over the bar with his left foot, and that is indeed the final play of the game. The referee blows the whistle, full time. And 2-0 winners, Discovery Bay, will now progress to the final of the Masters competition, where they will face the Nottingham Forest Mobsters.
Not the final that anybody would have predicted, Peter. Both City and Wallsend won their groups. Discovery Bay were always dark horses, having beaten Wallsend Boys Club yesterday, and they deserved that.